me, Andrew. And now quickly, let's take a look at what we have on the Vanguard newspaper. That's where we start. This is a very interesting one. Okowa not invited by EFCC over derivation fund aid. I mean, the news had been that, oil derivation funds for oil derivation communities were funds that were mismanaged. That was what the report has been for quite a while. And hence the reason for his invite by the NNPC, and now his aide is saying otherwise. So check it out and find out details and what could be the reason behind the invitation, if not for what we have already thought the reason was. The lead one on the Vanguard here says minimum wage states in panic mode over NLC December 1 strike notice. I don't know if the states are really in panic mode. Because if this country is anything to go by, I've never seen any state or federal government that gets into panic mode because a union or organization wants to go on strike. Even when they go on warning strikes, they still do not panic. Even when they are on strike, they still do not panic. So I don't know if, how this headline puts it would really describe the true situation of things. But it's important to know that the NLC had said, well, December 1, states, if they don't implement the new minimum wage, those that do not might experience a strike in their states. It's not going to be a national thing. It's going to be only in states where the governments do not implement the new minimum wage. So we are waiting. December 1 is just a couple of weeks away. Another headline here says, firms' confidence in economy falls 3.2 index point. CBN. Get all the details of that. 6 million Nigerians face existential threat as cost of diabetes care skyrockets. I mean, the cost for those drugs. And remember that the government had said it was going to, waive some taxes, import duties on drugs, and tax waivers on some very, essential drugs. I don't know how the implementation of that has gone so far, but I mean, it's not really funny for people who have, need this special medication. It's really difficult when just the price of paracetamol or Panadol is not what it used to be. In fact, somebody was telling me yesterday at the pharmacy that even the price of condoms went up to about 4,000 plus. So, and he says in a joking manner, safe sex is now expensive. But this is where we are. So for those that need special medication, wow, you can only imagine. That would be people who need drugs for diabetes, HIV, arthritis, name them, But all of these headlines you would find on the Vanguard newspaper. If you want to get more, let's see what The Nation has for us. And on The Nation newspaper, very interesting headlines here as well. This person says, democracy. That's the lead one. Just a minute. Democracy best option, Tinubu declares as Okpebolo steps in. This is in Edo State. And the reports prior to this time was that the outgone governor, immediate past governor Godwin Obaseki, is nowhere to be found. And the rumors was that he had left in disguise in a bus. I think that was what the new governor said. Okpebolo. Well, antiques with politicians never end. We might get to hear tomorrow that, Obaseki is somewhere cool. Or we might also get to hear, or not even hear for a while. We don't know what it is, but congratulations to the people of Edo State, a new leadership. Your welfare is sacrosanct, Ogun tells workers. Circular Road, Makinde raises payment compensation panel. All of these ones are on the Nation newspaper. Not too much to really want to talk about. All right, 25 million Nigerians have no access to banking, says CBN. Whose fault is that? We know the problem. Don't restate it to us. Bring a solution. The numbers to call are 0817 923 0003. 0817 923 0007. You can call any of these numbers to get access to us. Remember, on Facebook, we are live and you can join the conversation. It's very simple. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Okay, and that's it. You are where you should be, where you not only get to listen to us, but you can watch us at the same time, and you get the opportunity to respond in real time. So, but just please make sure that your comments on the Facebook live stream are short. If they are not, I can't read them if they're too long, because you know how this thing works. You're not the only one sending a message, and it's a live stream. So please, right? Thank you. Stephen Igbiki says, good morning from Rukboku. President Donald Trump appointed Elon Musk to lead government efficiency department. It's a good one. I mean, he has said it from the very first day of his campaign. Elon Musk is someone he believes can cut costs, and Elon Musk is known for cutting costs. And he says there's a lot of waste in government, and I just felt like Donald Trump now. And we have to stop it. And Elon Musk is the guy. So yeah, he said it from the top, and now he's doing it. Special panel. Those supporting Martin's led House of Assembly would have supported. I didn't get that one. Okay, Larry Spieth says, good morning. God bless the Czech Council Chairman on his resolve to serve the people better. Ugo Ojeda Justice says, when 5 million Nigerians don't have access to banking, and how did they distribute all the money they have claimed to be transferring? My brother, you've asked. This question is all the poorest to the poor, because if there are no banks, imagine the poorest of the poor now. No, I was saying this before, that the poorest of the poor cannot have a bank account. So how did the money get to them? Oh, let's leave it at that. Lorenzo Delight says, even though I don't take labs serious anymore, but going on strike for states, okay, labor you mean, serious anymore, going on strikes yet to implement the minimum wage deal is the right thing to do. Claire Eva Sonny says, it's laughable that stakeholders loyal to the FCT minister are expecting the governor to respect the budget, to represent the budget to a Ameole-led group. Thank God Ability says, if really EFCC chairman is sincere in fighting corruption, he should probe all past governors. Skifu Piro says, Eche Council promised to electrify 6 communities in Eche. Nice one. How I wish you to go around Eche. Raymond says, the problem we are having in the state is just the court and interpretation and misinterpretation of court orders or judgments. God's time from Eche says, so chairman of the Eche have again neglected the Ndashi community in this light project. You have representatives for your community. Let them speak now. Let them go and get across. And you can't say neglect. You know, sometimes you say the man is just a couple of months in, and you're already saying he's neglecting your community. I'm pretty sure there are many other communities in Eche that he has not, been able to get across to. But it's just a few months. So, don't you think saying neglect would be too harsh? I'm just saying, if he had been there for 2 years and is almost going out, and then nothing has been done in your community, maybe then it would make sense. So for now, I think it would be to begin to call or try to draw the attention of the chairman to your area. Let the stakeholders in your community and your area begin to, play the politics and try to see how they can get something to their end. And get the attention of the council chairman to look into their issues. The call for dredging of the Orashi River is a good one. Let the government dredge the river. It's good, but I think not just dredging, more has to be done beyond dredging, because if geography is anything to go by, and because I studied that in school to some degree, dredging only means accommodating more water. That's what it just means. It's just removing sand so more water can enter. So that doesn't entirely solve the problem. Right, it's almost like a temporary solution. You need to add more to it, create a better system of distribution of this water. Jeff Atibekwe says, Usodima Nwafor knows the problem of an average Eche person. He has come to change the narrative. I mean, we could go on and on with the messages, but now let's take some calls. 0817 923 0007. You can also call 0817 923 0003. That is the number to call. On WhatsApp, 0809 030 6416. So you pick any of them and let's go. Uche Ken is first here from Eche. Keep it very short. Try to go straight to the point so we move on quickly. Good morning.
Yes, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Yep, go on.
Federal government said to pay backlog of pension. If you ask me, this is a good one. While it was said, well, should also be matched with action. Because people are truly going through hell. At least, if that money is paid, it will help him during this festive period. Dr. Zodemanwa for Commission Simplified Secretariat said they are ready for the battle. So the last time I checked, you are a good man, and that was why I've never bantered anywhere with you. But I want to tell you, there is no battle and there will be no battle. Law will take its course. Any lawless person will face the wrath of the law. And that is it. Let me just stop here and take a bow. Good morning.
Chima and Rumokuta, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Isi Andrew.
Yes, go on, Chima.
Yeah, democracy is the best option. That is a very good one. I think that was a saying that said the worst of democracy is better than the best of military regime. But what we experience here in Rivers State, I'm a little bit skeptical about democracy right now. Because if we talk about Rivers State, we are not enjoying democracy. Because in a situation whereby we are taught that democracy is made of 3 arms of government. Now in Rivers State, not only one arm is working. And the worst of them all is that you don't even encourage all the commoners to adhere or to obey court decision. You don't even ask our own leader in the state. Now we're talking about things that are happening in Rivers State. Now look at those people that are being savaged by flood. You can imagine it is those of the rural area that have to tell the government that you have to dredge Orashi River. And you say you have a committee for that. Now we talked about those that are dying in Rivers State. As of yesterday, the news was about 30% of Rivers State youth have died. Our governor has not done anything. He doesn't concern himself about anything concerning Rivers State. The welfare of people does not concern him. What he's talking about is just autocracy to control this and to control that and to control this. Now look at the River State.
All right, let's go to NTA. Thank you very much, Chima. We don't have a lot of time. And then quickly, not just one arm of government is working in River State. Local governments are also working, just to clarify that. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andrew.
Yeah, go on quickly, please.
I want to appreciate you for that clarification. You see, when you say the governor has not done anything, I'm sure you are aware of roads that have been constructed, the healthcare centers that have been attended to, and a whole lot of things that this governor is doing. So I think we should check, their facts correctly before coming to spew, whatever it is like on radio. But I haven't said that. The special panel by the appeal court, I've said it before that any panel that does not sufficiently, explain what Section 109 sub G as regards defection, if that panel does not address that, then we would not started doing anything. And then again, somebody said that the governor has declared Rivers State Assembly persona non grata. That's not correct. The Rivers State Assembly, of course, we are aware some persons are claiming that they are still members of the assembly and all of that, but the government is working with the House of Assembly that it feels is, recognized by law. But when you defect, you've lost your seat. And somebody also said that they've not completed a defection, they have interest of joining the party. But why didn't they wait until they complete the process before going to meet the president calling them his new babies, going to depose to affidavit and being received by the dead caretaker chairman of the APC? So for me, the panel to tell Nigerians what it means for one to defect from his party to another party.
Mufasa, thank you very much. Let's go to Ichie Daku quickly. We don't have a lot of time. Thank you, Mufasa. Dakuku, good morning.
Good morning, Femi Andrew. Good morning, Nigeria Info. This is Dakuku calling from Ichie, the spokesman of Ichie. Let me go to the headline for the comment of my golden chairman of the local government. Yes, I know. When the good leader comes, the people rejoice. God has given us a very good leader, a very good local government chairman. I know he will care for Ichie people. And when you see him, he's always busy interacting with Ichie people with their language. Not somebody who does speak Ichie frequently. You'll be able to give him leadership. How can he really do it? We have not been in Ichie for once. I also like Uzodimawaf. He has been in from grassroots. It's a game of Ichie. It's a son of Ichie. It's an indigenous of Ichie. I thank him for awarding this leper. Also, I thank him. Apply to him. Please, Uzodimawaf should come in a health center to help us and visit the health center. It's my own concern. It's a worry way to finish that essence problem. Pass a local government chairman open now. Let him come and apply to that. Please, come. I know.
Thank you very much, Dakuku. Let's go to Rukwaku. Walter is on the line. Let's hear from Walter. Thank you very much, Dakuku.
Good morning, my
Walter.
good brother Ifemi Andrew.
Good morning. Straight to the point, please.
Yes,
we don't have time.
Let me look at the issues of political gambling in our state. You see, Ifemi, some of us have refused to talk on this, but we have to say the truth. We were here when Martins and his group defected to APC. Chief Tony Okocha received them. Okay? So are we saying that the assembly should be vacant? So the governor of the state is working with the people that he wants to work with. The office cannot be vacant. So what are we talking today? So I am saying that the governor should continue to work with whomever that work with, loyal to you. After all, who obeys court order from state to federal? Who obeys the court order? So I don't think that we will grow, but we will continue to say the truth. Thank you, my brother.
All right, Walter, thank you very much. Messages on WhatsApp coming in as well. Someone says, let's see. Hold on, trying to get this up. All right, the Achille local government chairman is indeed a hero. Fidelis Elemowa from Chokocho, that's you. Dennis Onyagwara says 6 million Nigerians face existential threats. We learned economics to know the management of our economy in India. They learned to be India by India to overcome. But yet, they just renew hope. Is hope a management strategy? Dennis is asking, Dr. Dennis. This one says, claimed by one of those lawyers who spoke, saying that everybody was happy when Governor Financial agreed to implement the Abuja agreement is rather ridiculous. Not everyone was happy, but only them in their camp were happy. And that's the camp the lawyer is speaking from. Kelvin Frank says, good morning. The appeal panel is waiting for hearing tomorrow. I admonish lawyers to entertain the hearing on the ambit of rule of law, of which Martin Amebula and his assemblymen defected and had also disobeyed Section 109, subsection 1G. Let's see who in the ambit of rule of law disobeyed the law that has emanated this crisis between the governor and former governor Kelvin Iyobu Frank. That one is from you. Just take one more, and that's from Goodness in Mile 3. Quickly, Goodness. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Good morning, my brother, man.
All right, go on.
Thank you. It's good news, not goodness.
Good news. I beg your pardon.
Yes, let me talk about the dredging. Some person suggested dredging of Russia. I don't think that is the solution to the problem, because there's a story that said that Cameroon and Nigeria ought to have done their various dams. Cameroon did theirs. Nigeria didn't do their own. That is the reason why we are suffering what we are suffering. Coming to talk about opening the river, the flood coming in is times 10 of that any dredging they can do. So they should think beyond dredging of Russia River and talk about Nigeria. And let me talk about the Mawafo. I think the man is showing capacity per second. Taking, but if I ask me, persons I've seen today in the FGA chairman working is Mawafo, but for River State, somebody complained about his daughter that has been missing for a long time. I think I will call upon the local government chairman and the police to look into this community, this room only. There is one that was kidnapped and was escaped that death. In their front, there was too much killing in that blood. Look at because people don't know. God save that lady. Please, they should listen to that community.
Good news. Thank you very much. That's the much we can take. We'll go for a commercial now, and afterwards, business news. Good morning.